Hey, what's up, everybody? This is OffDroidX. Okay, so what we're gonna do today is what we what I call a PC tune-up. It's general computer maintenance. It's something you should do maybe once a month, if not more. Just really, kind of. It's like it's like hygiene for a human, is what this is. So it's like brushing your teeth, taking showers and stuff like that. It's something that you should always do to your computer. Not necessarily every day. Some things you can do once a week. It's different for all the different things. Anyway, let's jump straight into it. What we're gonna end up talking about is something called MS configs, which is Microsoft configurations. That's kind of the startups and surfaces and anything. I'll get in more detail later. Uninstalling programs, defragmenting your hard drive, running Windows updates, and using a cleaning tool such as CCleaner. Um, there's like there's tons of other ones, but the most well-known one is CCleaner. What it does is it cleans your it'll do a registry scan and clean your registry, which isn't really necessary. It doesn't really give much of a performance boost, but it's just, you know, kind of nice to keep your registry clean. Let's see, it also cleans out temporary files, and it has a couple other functions that kind of go with TuneUp. I believe it can uninstall and it can do some things from the MS config. Okay, so might as well start with CCleaner. Alright, so this is CCleaner. Pretty straightforward. You can analyze if you want. If you just click run, it'll analyze and then run. I don't use Internet Explorer, so I have all of this checked. Just because you don't use it doesn't mean it's not being used when you do Windows updates. I believe it goes through Internet Explorer and such like that. Actually, it's a good idea to run a program like this after you do a Windows update or something, installing a program like that. So this is what I have it set up. Cleans desktop shortcuts. What that does is anything that is a dead path. So you say you have a shortcut on your desktop, but it doesn't lead anywhere because you removed the program, but for some reason the shortcut didn't get deleted. This will find that and it will delete it. Most of this is pretty much the main thing here. Empties the recycling bin, clears out temporary files, memory dumps, check disk fragments, all this stuff that takes up a lot of space on your hard drive and um, can slow down your computer. Old prefetch data, I'd leave that alone. If you know what it is and you know how to use it and stuff, feel free. But for the general use, you don't need to clear your old prefetch data. Menu order cache, uh, I like my menu order, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that. System tray notification, I get rid of that. Windows size and location cache. That's like you ever open, or like, okay, say you open an Explorer, which is this. This is Explorer. And say you do that. Now, Windows is going to remember that when you close it. So, if I do that, close it, and open it back up, it's back to that. But if you check that box, it'll go through and clear that. Environment paths, I would also leave that one alone unless you know what you're doing. Um, Custom files and folders, user assistant history, and wipe free space, I would leave all those alone. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I'm just going to go ahead and run it. Boom, and see, it gives you a little thing on what's going on up here. Go through and pretty much anything in the ctemp folder, it's going to delete it permanently. Not remove it to your recycling bin, it's gone. You know, unless you do some kind of a file recovery thing, but you know, you can tell it's been a while since I've done this. That's why. I decided to make this video. It was a good practice to get in. Let me go ahead and close Google Chrome. Go for it. And that'll clear out the cache and cookies and go ahead, force close it. I don't care. You know, all that good stuff. As you can see, 100 and wow, 9,767 megabytes. Wow, that's pretty good. So if you want, you can go ahead and run it again and see if sometimes it'll catch a couple extra things. Yeah, see, not much, but it's not worth it. Then go ahead and do a registry scan. You can scan for issues, same thing. Oh yeah, see. So it'll go through here. This one you might have to run a couple times. Back it up. Definitely back it up. Boom. And then you just fix all. Go ahead. I scan it a couple times because sometimes fixing a problem causes another problem. Back it up again. Do it till, I don't know, maybe one or two. Or you see something like this. If this doesn't go away this time, I'm not going to back it up for just one. Scan again. If it's still there, then I'm not going to worry about it. See, it's the same one. I'm not even going to worry about it. And as you can see, like, you can uninstall from here. You can check your startups and all this stuff. But I'm going to show you how to do it a different way, just in case. But, you know, you can always uninstall from here. I prefer a program called Revo Uninstaller, which is this. I have the trial of the pro version. You don't have to get it. I really can't see much of a difference in between them. Actually, I don't. Actually, I'll uninstall this. I don't need this. So you just double click it, or you can right click it, uninstall, click it once, and then click uninstall anyway. And then what it does, it will call the actual program's uninstallation process. It will uninstall like it normally would, like if you just uninstalled it through Windows. But the great thing is it scans it, like takes a snapshot of before and after, and it will let you know. The registry is a little touchy. Just don't do that. Whatever you do, don't select all, because it will delete your registry. As far as I know anyway. I just do not trust it, so I just do that. I click the one box that associates with whatever it is, you know. Sometimes there's multiple, sometimes there's none at all. Just be very careful in the section. If you don't know what something is, or something just doesn't look right, don't delete it. Leave it alone. Make sure you click the delete button. Boom. And then normally it will do a second scan and scan for physical files that it leaves behind. If it finds them, you can go ahead and just delete all those files that it leaves behind. There's no worries about that. Every once in a while it will come up and tell you that files could not be deleted, and they will be deleted on the next boot. So that's good. So let's see, we've ran a cleaner to clean out our registry and temporary files. We've uninstalled some applications that we don't want, you know. So go through, uninstall anything that you don't use anymore. You know, it's kind of like spring cleaning. Alright. Let's see, what else do we have on our list? msconfig. Now, to get to this, you hold the Windows key and R, or you can go here and then run, which brings you to the same thing, but then all you type is msconfig. Boom, and it'll come up to this system configuration utility. This is it. This is all it is. For Windows 8, I believe, yep, startup is based in the task manager, but for everything underneath it, it's all in here. I'll give you a quick couple little tips. The no GUI boot shaves, I don't know, maybe 3 seconds off your computer's boot time, so I would recommend doing that. All it does is disable that little logo that sits there and twirls. You don't need it, really. You know. Go to advanced and then number of processors. Put it on 8. Now There's controversy about doing that, something like that. Uh, they say it's just a phantom effect, that it really doesn't do anything. Other people swear by it. I do it to be on the safe side. It's not like it's gonna slow your computer down from starting up. But turning on, if it does work, then it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Not like you're losing anything. But pretty much what this does, if you turn it off, it uses a single core out of however many cores you have to load the computer. And this tells it, hey, I have 8 cores, use them all, please. That's pretty much what that's saying. Alright. Also, services. Services is. There's a lot of things in here you can probably disable and stuff like that. One other thing, just before I go on, I want to see if this works. There's something called resize enable. That little thing right there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but what it's supposed to do is give you the ability to resize unsizable things, which it didn't work for this one. But anyway, all you do is in here disable services. So, in my opinion, anything that updates, disable it. You don't need that stuff running at start unless you really want it to. Like Adobe Acrobat update Surface, I don't use Adobe Acrobat hardly ever. So when I do want to use it, then I'll go ahead and update it. Stuff for like your motherboard or your CPU, stuff like that. You don't really know what it is, keep it. Like I have an Asus board, I'm gonna leave that type of stuff. As I said earlier, updaters, I would uncheck all of them. Stuff from Intel normally you want to keep. Um, I can disable those. These are my graphics cards. I want to keep that. PS3 media server, definitely want to keep that. Maybe I'll make another video on that. PS3 media server is pretty sweet. Spybot, definitely, your antiviruses want to keep that. TeamViewer, I don't need that. Oh, don't need those either, but I want to actually, and I don't have a 3D monitor, so I might as well turn that off. Boom. Go ahead and apply it, and you're good to go. If you know Microsoft services that you want to disable, feel free. I normally leave them alone because it's much easier. But hey, if you know which ones you want to disable and stuff, be my guest. Now, normally you click startup, it'll bring you to all your startup items, but in this case, you click this, and it will open up Task Manager, which is resizable, which is awesome. Anyway, so this is it right here. Apple Push, disable. Pff, come on. I like my Dropbox. Disable Google Chrome does not need to start. Google Drive. I don't use it that often, so I'm going to disable it. Wow, yes, Logitech. This is for my keyboard and mouse. I gotta keep it. I really do. It's my stuff just doesn't work right without it. So something like that, you want to keep it. Peer blocker. I'm gonna keep that. Look at that. QuickTime's disabled already. Enabled. I don't need that either. Virtual clone. It takes up low, so not that important. So you can judge by the startup impact. Probably want to disable things that are high, unless they're important to you. Oh, looks like Google Drive's already been disabled. I'm really not that concerned about it. Oh, I think he didn't get fixed. Anyway, a little disappointing about that. But my Google Drive still stays there, so I guess it'll turn on when I click that, but anyway. Disable. Keep my keyboard mouse disabled. And that is pretty much the entire MS config side. So what that's going to do is decrease the time it takes your computer to start up. So far we did startups, services, which start up with your computer as well as the startup applications, so that will increase the overall speed of your computer as well as the start time. CCleaner, temporary files, stuff like that, frees up a little hard drive space. Uninstalling applications you don't need, make sure computer faster as well. That leaves us at updates. Now, on Windows 8, you can go over here onto chimes and then settings, change PC settings, Windows updates. Boom, check for updates. If you're on anything lower than that, nope, see, one important update. Definition update for Windows Defender. Nice. Alright, so close that out. Also, you can just do, alright, I don't know why that opened, but okay. You can just do type update in, and then it will give you everything for updates. Where is it? Windows updates. Wow, there it is. Boom, and that'll bring you to the same section. Make sure you do all your updates. Now, last but not least is defragmentation. This is probably the biggest thing, I'm not gonna lie, to speeding your computer up. I like this. This is my defrag. It was previously called JK defrag. It's fantastic. It does an incredible job. Don't use the one that's built into Windows. It sucks. I mean, it does an alright job, but really it sucks compared to this. So, it's got different scripts and everything like that. So you can analyze a drive just off the bat if you don't want to, maybe I don't want to defrag. I just kind of want to check maybe, if it's too bad, I'll defrag. If it's not too bad, I'm not going to worry about it. That's, data disk is obviously a data disk like this. This would be a data disk, Flash memory. This is for solid state hard drives and flash drives. Now, I have a solid state hard drive for my main, so if you have a solid state, you can go ahead and run this on there. They say you don't need to defrag solid state hard drives, but I disagree. I defragged my solid state hard drive, and it was phenomenal. I mean, I thought my computer was fast before. Once I started putting garbage on it, I defragged my hard drive, and it was 20 times better. I was blown out of the water. So, flash memory, USB drives, memory sticks, solid state hard drives, flash memory, data disks, secondary hard drives. System disk is obviously your C drive. Now, depending on if this is your first time, just do a monthly, no big deal. Or depending on whatever you feel like you're going to do. If you're going to defrag daily, set it up for a schedule, which I would highly recommend. Go ahead, just start with daily. I have mine set up for weekly. Once a week, automatically defrags my hard drives. So I'm not going to do anything, but if you make a selection and then click something else, it deselects. So just, see, make your selection, boom, run, go. It's fantastic. They even have a screensaver, so if you want, you can set it as your screensaver, and then whenever your screensaver turns on, it'll defrag your hard drive, which is pretty awesome. I think that's it. You want to set up your... Oh, actually, here, I'll show you guys how to... I think we can schedule from in here. No, if you want to schedule, you've got to go through the scheduler and then have it run the defrag script. I'm not going to put that in this video. That's a little over the top, but I believe you can set CCleaner. To, where is it? Settings. No. Wow, I swore there was something. Well, anyway, that is the basis of a tune-up or computer maintenance or whatnot. The only other thing that you should do, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but that was actually probably extremely loud for you guys because I blew it into a mic. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, compressed air. Always keep a can with you. Open your computer up every once in a while, dust it. That is huge. You would be surprised on how much your computer can slow down just from physical dust on the circuit board and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. Um, so dust your computer, keep it dust free. Um, treat it like a human, man. I mean, just brush its teeth every morning and all that good stuff. Just keep it in good condition and it'll keep you happy. Won't slow down, won't bog you up. The only other thing you gotta worry about is viruses at this point. That's the only other thing that can slow your computer down. So run virus scans every once in a while too. Hell, throw a virus scan in your TuneUp with it. Do the full thing in the msconfig, uninstall some applications, just defragmentation, run your updates, clear your temporary files, and then run all your virus scanners. Your super anti-spyware is a good one. Malwarebytes is another really good one. Spybot search and destroy. So all three of those great virus scanners. Go ahead, throw them in there. That's it for this video. I hope you guys continue to keep your computers nice and clean and running smoothly. It'll last a lot longer than what you think it would previously last. Man, I've had this computer for, geez, I don't know. I've rebuilt it a couple years ago. I think it's about 3 years old, and it's still a boss. I mean, man, I'm playing like Crisis 3 on ultra settings, and no lag. I've got like 180 FPS. It's incredible. Just you know, keep it up. Don't let her get dirty. Don't let her slow down, and man, she'll treat you right. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think I already said that once, but hope you enjoyed it again. Get out there and tune your computers. I'm out.